Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if this is your first time visiting this channel, click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you will get notified as soon as possible. So just as you can see for yourself, there are changes to this channel, of which I did it myself, due to one or two reasons of which I've explained it in my Telegram community. So not to waste your time, if you want to know why, just hop into my Telegram community. The link is in the description box below. I've given all the details that you need to know as to why I did that. I'm sure most of you that are on my Telegram community know why. Alright, and it's the best interest. It is in the best interest of this community. So this is the clairvoyant trader. So just as we normally do, let's go through the market. So far as the weekly market outlook is concerned, look at what the market has for us going into a new week. But before that, let's look at the economic news calendar for last week. I don't know how to explain things to you, but last week I had a whole new level of experience. So it's not one of those normal weeks that I experienced. Last week what happened was that I know some of you had a good week, because whatever bias I gave out played out, but as to my entries, I didn't really get it right. I didn't really get my entries right, which really worried me. I had series of stop hunts on the market so far as taking trades last week is concerned. So that's one of those things. It's normal to me because I had a lot of things on my mind that was off trading. I had a lot of things to take care of that was off trading, so I was focused on that thing and my chat too as well. So it really conflicted with my psychology and all. That was what happened, of which I had a bad week, but it's all normal. I never regretted getting myself involved in such an experience, because next time around I'm never gonna let that happen again, because it really went down well with me and it really taught me a lesson. So once a lesson has been taught, noted down, and I will never let that happen again, and it's all good. It's all good to be having such experiences, and as you grow, that will help you to grow so far as your development in the market is concerned. So let's delve deep into the chart. So let's look at the economic news calendar and see what is ahead of us going into next week. So Sunday, there is NZD news on Sunday. So I'm going to be really watchful as to how price is going to react to the market on Sunday. That is Sunday, 4:45 p.m. Eastern time. 4:45 p.m. Eastern time. So just convert it into your local time and see what time it falls in. So that is that for NZD. So on Sunday, that is a high impact news we expect to see. On Monday, there is a speech from the governor of Bank of Japan, which is tentative. That means you don't know the time that is going to come. So anytime the speech can drop in the market. So if you are trading any JPY pair, just be careful on Monday. And for USD, there's a USD high impact news, New York open on Monday, which I will expect to see how price is going to react to that. And Australia retail sales too on Monday, Asia session. So just take note of that. On Tuesday, there's CHF high impact news. On that same Tuesday, there is also a card high impact news. So basically these are the high impact news we expect to see the market next week. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I'm expecting to see a normal price action. I'm not really expecting to see a lot of volatility, although we are going to see a very active market next week, but it should be a normal one because of the news release, the number of news releases we have on the market, most especially with the USD. So I'm expecting a smooth run next week. So that is just that for the economic news calendar going into next week. Let's delve into the chart and see what is happening on the chart. So for the dollar index, last week I made you aware, as well as my midweek market analysis, I made you aware that I'm still bullish on the dollar index. And we are still seeing those bullish signs. My bias still hasn't changed, because I'm expecting price to take out this relative equal highs into this volume imbalance you are seeing here. All right, into this volume imbalance you are seeing here. So going into next week, I want to see price retrace a little bit. At this point, we are into this bearish order block we are seeing here. Yeah, it's a candle. You are seeing a candle on a daily, but if you should switch to the lower time frame, realize that it is not just a wick, it is a bearish order block. So going into next week, I want to see price retrace a little bit into this zone. All right, into this very zone we are seeing here. Let me mark it out. Last week I taught you something. All right, yes, I think the midweek market outlook, yes, I taught you something on GU. Same thing we are seeing here. All right, yes, same thing we are seeing here. And so let's look at the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, so this is it. This is the zone I marked out on the daily. Yeah, so this is where I'm expecting to see price retrace into. All right, I'm expecting to see price retrace into the zone before we see a continuation to the upside. So currently that is going to be my expectation on the dollar index going into next week. Let's look at what is happening on GBPUSD. So for GBPUSD, I'm still bearish. All right, I'm still bearish on GBPUSD. This, I'm not expecting price to respect this bullish order block we are seeing here. All right, definitely we are going to see a violation of this bullish order block. I want to see this sell stop or this liquidity being taken out. Once it's taken out, I want to see price retracing into that zone, giving me an area of entry for me to take price to take out this liquidity, into this zone. Yeah, so that is going to be my expectation on GBPUSD going into next week. And if you watched my midweek market analysis, I made you aware that I'm expecting to see price. Once price violates the zone, I'll be taking what entries. I'll be looking for entries to the downside. And look at what happened. Once price violated the zone, we saw price moving to the upside to retest this bearish order block we are seeing here, and then we saw a move to the downside. So I think it gave us about 90 pips plus. Yes, it gave us 90 pips. So if you took this trade, well done. That means you really watched the midweek market analysis and then you understood whatever I was expecting on the market. So if you took this trade, well done. If you didn't, two things: it's either you ignored or you missed the midweek market analysis. If you missed it, next time don't miss it, because that is when I share a lot of tips, I share a lot of gist. So make sure you don't miss it the coming week. Yeah, so I'll be waiting to see price validating this low before I take an entry. Or if next week we see price retracing back into the zone before we see a move to the downside, I'll look forward to take an entry there, but I will reduce my normal risk tolerance until I see this zone being violated. That is when I'll put in more entries to the downside so far as GBPUSD is concerned. So that is my expectation on GBPUSD going into next week. Let's look at what is happening on AUDUSD. So for AUDUSD, we are heavily bearish. All right, yes, we are heavily bearish. I made you aware that once this zone is being violated, I'll look for USD price taking out these sell side liquidity with ease. All right, yes, and this zone has been violated, and so going into next week, I expect to see price retraced a little bit into this zone. At least 50% of this bullish order, of this violated bullish order block we are seeing here, yeah, 50% of it will do. Then we see a move to the downside, taking out all these sell side liquidities we are seeing here. Yeah, so that is just that. Let's go to the 1 hour and see and look for a precise entry. So I'll expect to see price move up, all right, into this zone, making out the high of the week. Then we see a move to the downside. So I'm expecting to see something like this. Then we see a move to the downside, and of which, once we have the Australian high impact news, I'm very sure we are going to see price taking advantage of the news to give us this move. So let's look at what is going to happen when the news is released. Yeah, myself, I'll be up to look at or to observe how the market is going to react by then. Yeah, I'll make sure I won't sleep. So don't sleep as well. All right, I don't know your time zone though, but here in Ghana, Asian session will be around 12 a.m. GMT. So let's look at what happens. Yeah, so that is just that for AUD/USD. Let's look at what is happening on NZDUSD. NZDUSD, we are heavily bearish. All right, I'm expecting to see price take out all these sell-side liquidities. Yeah, so it's going to be a very long run for me. I'm looking forward to take my swing trade, to take a swing trade on NZDUSD. So far as this major low or this low has been violated, all right, yes, I'll expect to see price retrace a little bit within the zone, then we see a move to the downside. Yeah, so my next draw on liquidity is this low and this low. All right, then into this area, then I'll see how price will react from that zone. All right, yeah, so let's go into the 1 hour to look for a precise entry going into next week. So once these previous lows has been taken out, I will expect to see price return into that area to make out for the high of the week. All right, because these are imbalances that is left out to be filled. All right, these are low resistance liquidity, and whenever I take a trade, I place my stop loss at a high resistance liquidity. If it's a low resistance liquidity, I either reduce my risk tolerance or I don't take the trade at all. But looking at this, I will have to wait to see how the market reacts. All right, yes, so that is just that going into next week so far as these pairs are concerned. All right, yeah, so just as you can see, this is the clairvoyant trader. Yeah, so the previous name has been wiped off here. So right after this video, I'll even changed this very name we are seeing here. Yeah, we are no more flash trading. This is the clairvoyant trader. So that is just that going into next week. I'll bring you the midweek market analysis on Tuesday. Yes, because we don't have any news, any USD news on Tuesday and Wednesday. So definitely I'm going to bring you the midweek market analysis on Tuesday, New York close. So just watch out for that. Make sure you don't miss, because if you miss it, you are missing a lot of tips. You are missing a lot of teachings from me, and that is really going to not help you. That is not going to help you your progress. All right, those that have been watching my midweek market analysis will testify that I share a lot of interesting stuff there, and you wouldn't want to miss. If you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button and then smash the notification bell, like, and then let me know your comments. Let me know what you think in the comment section as well, and then join my Telegram community too as well. The link is in the description box below. So that is just that. I'll come your way again another time. Watch out for my midweek market analysis. I'll see you there. All right, yes, so I wish you all good luck and good trade. Peace out.